Excited to walk you through step by step the process of creating a killer sales funnel for whatever product you're marketing. So today we're going to be selling an online training course for a company called Drone Pilot Ground School. And what we have here is a training software that allows commercial drone pilots to educate themselves for a test that they'll need to take with the FAA. So pretty simple, straightforward process here, but what we're going to do is use the social sales system to generate leads and close sales. So first thing you're going to need to do is to log into your social sales system platform. And if you haven't done anything yet, then you'll probably have something that looks like this, a blank canvas. What you're going to want to do is click on the video library and resources. This here is the part of the social sales system that is going to make you all the money. All right, go through these videos step by step. The overview walks through every little bit of the system and will help you understand what each individual component you need to install in order to make this work. So if you scroll on down to the bottom, we have some resources here. So what I'm going to do today is show you how to use these included resources to identify your target audience, create a killer lead magnet that people actually want to download, capture those leads using Facebook lead ads, how to nurture them, and how to get upsells and referrals. So first thing I'm going to do is download this digital workbook here and fill it out. Right? So all right, so let's dive into the workbook. And this is the actual workbook that you will download, and you'll be able to enter in your information as you move on. So here is the client, Alan, and the number. When we scroll down, a little introduction here, I would read that. The what to expect is a pretty good section. You're going to want to look that over and make sure that you understand exactly how this process is going to work and the work that's required to make this a successful system for you. So we're going to focus today on targeting customers and creating that lead magnet. Okay, we do offer some great lead magnet suggestions. So if you're drawing a blank on that, head to page 12 and you can get some good suggestions there. We're going to talk a little bit about Facebook ads and anatomy, so where things go in the Facebook ads and what they do and how they work. Creating that juicy offer, capturing the leads with Facebook lead ads, and then nurturing the lead to sale, upsell and referrals, and then examples of effective Facebook ads. So we're going to start at the top. I have filled out most of this book already. I'm going to walk you through what we did and how we got to where we are. Then we'll go through and set it up. So what to expect? This process here, it's really broken into 3 steps. The easy lead capture using Facebook lead ads, the nurturing of that lead to sale, and then upsells and referrals. Now, there are some pieces that come before we can easily capture that lead. We need to create the lead magnet. We need to have some ads created and whatnot, and we'll get to that. So before we begin creating a killer sales funnel, you need to know who your customer is. So let's identify the target customer. Okay, who is your ideal customer? Now, for this drone product, the ideal customer is someone who's 18 to 55, primarily a male-driven industry, and they're looking to become what we're calling FAA Part 107 certified. And this is something very specific to this industry. Now, most people watching this video will have no idea what that is. That's fine. For drone pilots who are flying commercially, this is something that is very identifiable, and you'll see that throughout our sales copy in the emails that we're using. So what are the pain points? They're struggling with identifying how to become FAA certified. They don't know how to pass the test. They don't even know how to start. A lot of times they're having and struggling with just the starting point. So we're helping them with that with this product as well. Why should they buy from the training course instead of someone else, right? So this course is the most comprehensive and easy to use study guide available for pilots looking to pass the Part 107 aeronautical knowledge test. So this has 30 plus videos, 5 tests, and it's super simple. It's set up in a step-by-step, watch the video, take a little test, pass it, move on type situation. So really simple, easy to use. So what are the most common objections to doing business? They think they can do it themselves, or they just frankly don't know that that they need to pass a hard test at the end of this. A lot of people think, hey, I'm just going to go in and take this 107 thing from the FAA and they're going to pass it. Well, the reality is that they need to study and they need to understand that this is a difficult test. So who is not my target customer? Now, this is probably one of the most important things next to identifying who they are, figuring out who they're not. So there are people who might come close to falling into our target customer for this product, but the reality is that they don't. So recreational drone pilots are not our target audience, and people who have already taken and passed the test. So we're going to want to try to figure out who those people are and not market to them for that initial, the initial part. Okay, so building a target customer. Okay, so we've broken this down now into a few different segments, and you can see what we've put here. This is pretty important. We want to know their age, their gender, whether they're married or not, income, education, values, hobbies, things like that. So these are all important. Spend some time and fill them out for your specific niche. Okay, so now we're going to get into the lead magnet creation. So when you're building a lead magnet, you want it to be and have high perceived value. You want to make sure that the lead magnet is something that is so juicy that they want to download it and they're willing to give you their information. Now, the system that we've put together here will take that lead magnet and make it ultra easy. We're going to essentially give them the opportunity to download this through Facebook without ever filling out a form. They're going to press a button. Facebook is going to auto-populate all of their data. They're going to hit submit, and then we're going to take that data and we're going to put it wherever you want it to go. It can go into Infusionsoft, Constant Contact, Aweber, whatever you'd like. Okay, so scrolling on down, we do have some great lead magnet suggestions. Depending on the industry that you're in, feel free to look these over and grab them and create them. They're fantastic. These have been proven to work. So Facebook ad anatomy, if you haven't done anything on Facebook, this is important to understand. So we've broken this down so you can really understand how a Facebook ad works and what parts of it are going to be shown. Okay, so for us, we've created a juicy offer, and really having broken down our target audience and what their pain points are, we've been able to identify that they need a study guide. Okay, they need something that will help them understand how the testing is going to happen, how it's going to work, and what they need to know and study. So what we did was we created a study guide and checklist. Very simple. This was created in Microsoft Word with some basic imagery and whatnot. It didn't cost nearly anything. It was just the information that was needed. We did a little research on what the FAA requirements were, and put a bunch of really useful information and links in here. So this is 15 pages long, and it breaks everything down. Now, the purpose of this, okay, is to get them to download it. We don't entirely expect them to consume and go through this, okay? Because the reality is that there is 15 pages of incredibly in-depth information on this that is just listed out. All right. The idea here is that they're going to download this and they're going to get a little overwhelmed, and they're going to need additional assistance. And you'll notice that throughout this program, we have links. Okay, and these links push them back to dronepilotgroundschool.com. And the idea here is that we track this and we're able to identify where they came from. We have tracking links and everything, of course, but we're able to identify and get them to purchase from clicking through this document. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside so you can see all of the details here. We filled in the text as well for Facebook, so we don't have to think about what it's going to be based on the anatomy of the ads here. Okay, the text at the top, what image we're going to use, the headline, CTA button, newsfeed link description. We've identified all of these components and put them right into the workbook. So now when we get into Facebook, when we start creating the offer, then and the ad, that we can just copy and paste it right out of here, and it'll be super simple. So for this example, we're just doing one juicy offer. All right. So the next part of this, after we create that juicy offer, is going to be how to capture them through Facebook lead ads. Okay, so we're going to go and create a form through Facebook. that's going to have their first name and their email address, and we're going to sync it using the social sales system to, we're going to use Infusionsoft for this example, but you can use anything you like. They go through, they tap the button, the ad that we're going to create in Facebook. They're going to go fill it out. They're going to head to and hit the submit button, and then it's going to send it to any of your autoresponder options. Okay. From there, we're going to do custom audience syncing, which is a really simple way to segment your custom audience automatically through the use of your autoresponder. So once they download it, give us their name and their email address, then we're able to create a custom audience. A custom audience is a really specific grouping of people that we can now promote our actual core product to, which is the Drone Pilot Ground School. Now this is it's a $300 or $299 product, one-time payment, and by doing this, we found that we know that the people who download that free checklist and study guide are prime candidates for purchasing the product, and now if we promote to them appropriately, they will buy. And again, all of the material that we've used comes from here. So we're using our prospect conversion email swipe files. There's 3 different templates in there. We're using our upsell swipe files, and then the referral swipe file, we're using that as well. And we're going to ask them at the end of the sequence for referrals. After they've purchased, after they've consumed the product, we're going to ask them for a friend or a family member that might be interested in the product as well. All right, so let's get into the email nurture, because this is something that a lot of people get hung up on. You can build this right into the workbook here and make it so that it's super simple and easy for you to just lay it all out, copy and paste it back into whatever email autoresponder you're using. So we have it laid out here. We are going to do we're going to do a bunch of emails at the beginning here that are, and you can see the time delay. We're going to send this one right away. This is the delivery of the thank you. Here's your deliverable, deliver the free gift. We're not having a CTA, call to action. We're not having a URL that they're going to have to go to. Really, the only action they need to take in this email is to download the free gift. Okay, the second email is going to come one day later. And now that they've gotten the study guide, now that they have what we've given them, now it's time to plant the seed. Hey, there's something a little more you should look at. You should pay attention to this online training course that can make all of that chaotic information that was put in that 15-page document, it's going to make it a little easier for you. Right? Then we start getting into something a little more salesy. We start getting into let's sign up for a course. Let's sign up now. It's going to make your life easier. It's going to make it so that you can't you're not going to have to worry about failing the test and so on. Email 4, we start getting into a offer. Okay, so email 3, we're still pushing them through, we're letting them know that that there is this course available. But email 4, we start giving them a special offer, and here we're going to give them a little bit of a bonus, and this bonus is going to be an additional course on business development in that specific field, drone pilot sphere, and we're also going to give them a $50 off coupon. Okay, so, and we're going to use this to promote through the final emails exactly what it is that we're doing. So that is the conversion piece, okay, and that takes us through the nurture to sell. So the next section is going to be the upsell and the referral. Now, upsells are really important. It's a really easy way for you to maximize your profit from each individual customer, and really it's less expensive and it's easier to sell an existing client more than it is to go and acquire a new client altogether again. So we want to make sure that we're maximizing our profits by including upsells. And again, there are templates inside of the social sales system that you can just download. They'll go right into Word. You can customize them and you can use them right in your email autoresponder. So go through and read this. There's a video on upsells as well. And then once you do it, you want to create your copy and put it into your workbook here. All right, so the call to action is $800 off a trip. Okay, we're going to give them it's an additional training, and it's a $800 off this drone getaways trip. Okay, so we're trying to maximize our profit. It's a $1,500 product that we're giving them a substantial amount off on. So take your emails and put them in here. Then move on to the referral sequence. Now, the referral sequence typically is 2 or 3 emails. And when you want to deliver this when they've consumed and liked your product. Right? Sending a referral sequence to someone who hasn't yet consumed what you've sold them doesn't do you any good. So what you want to do is, and we're doing this after the referral and upsell, and we have this set here as right away, but there is actually a delay that, and I'll show you this at the end of the previous sequence. So realistically, we're going to wait for them to actually log in and start using this system in order to send this. So your delay might be different depending on how you set up your system. Okay, so we're going to ask them, how was your Part 107 ground school course? Right, and we're going to ask them to give us a referral. If you liked what the process that you went through, please tell a friend. And we're giving them an easy way to do it. They can go to our website and just fill in a form with their information and their friend's information, and we'll send a really unintrusive email to them and let them know, hey, that John Doe referred us to you. We wanted to give you a little information on this product and might help you. So 2 weeks later, we're going to send another one out. And this time we're going to give them a templated email to send so that they can just say, hey, listen, I had this great experience with this drone pilot ground school, and I think that you might like it too. And they can just copy and paste this email and send it to their friend. Okay, so there's plenty of space to add as many as you'd like. And then at the bottom of this workbook, we also have examples of good ads and why they work. So look this over. This is something that a lot of our clients have liked a lot because they've gotten a sense for what works and what doesn't. Okay, so let's get over to the social sales system now, and we're going to hop back and forth between Facebook and the social sales system to sync everything up. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is log into Facebook, go to the Ads Manager, and select Create a New Campaign. Okay, once you do that, you're going to see this screen here, and it's really important that we select the right option. Now, there's a lot of different things that you can click here. We want to click this, the Collect Leads for Your Business. Okay, this is the way that we can access the Facebook lead ads and have that really simple 2-click process. So we're going to click that, and we're going to label it. And we're using acronyms for this, so Drone Pilot Ground School. Continue. Okay. Now we're going to link it to the Facebook page that we have here. This is another name that we're using with this, but Drone Jobs. And all right, and one thing to point out is that if you have not read and accepted Facebook's lead ad terms, then you're going to want to do that here. Scroll on down, and we're going to select our audience. Now we can bounce back and forth between what we've done inside of our workbook and our audience selection here. So we're going to scroll up here and go to our audience. And we know that we have 18 to 55. We have male. Marital status doesn't really matter. We do want college or better. And we have some other options in there as well. So what I'm going to start doing is adding those in. So I'm going to lower this because we don't need anyone over 55, we found. And you may need to play with this and adjust it as time progresses. That's fine. We're going to select men. Okay. Because we are focusing on the United States and the FAA, we're going to have the United States only here. Now, if we were selling a different product where location didn't matter, then we would be focusing on a broader range there. Okay. So now we're going to come down here and do some detailed targeting. And we're actually going to target based on some manufacturers that we know that are that are on par with these higher level drones. We're going to focus on a few things like that and set the detailed targeting that way. So all right, so now that we've selected our target audience, it's time to scroll on down. Scrolling on down, setting our budget. I recommend spending, when you start out, spend between $50 and $100 a day, and just do it for a couple days. See quickly what's going on and how it's all working. You can start lower, but I would do something slightly larger. Okay. Now, we've done a lot of testing with this, and Facebook does a really good job of optimizing for lead. And we found that no matter how many options we run in any different direction, they're just as good, if not slightly better, than any of the manual processes that we're running. So if our goal at this point is to have a lead, then let them optimize for lead delivery. I think that this is a great way to simplify the process and make it work really well. So hit continue. You can collect your or set your ad set name if you want. Okay, so now we're going to upload some media. Okay, we're going to take an image and we're going to upload it and create that initial ad for the free download. Now we've created a few images here, and we're going to upload one and delete the one that they automatically pulled in. Now we're going to scroll down, and what we'll see is the image that we've created. And we're also going to see the headline, the text. Now this is that Facebook ad anatomy that we spoke about earlier inside of the social sales system workbook. So we're going to head back over and we're going to grab our information from the social sales system workbook and put it right in. And then we want to select our call to action, which is download. Okay, now this is important. You don't want it to say the wrong thing in the button in the bottom right hand corner. So this is what we're doing. We're download this free study guide to ensure you're prepared for the Part 107 Aeronautical Knowledge Test. Again, ultra specific, but specific to this industry. All right, so what we're going to do now is create a form. Okay, we're going to create a new form, or you can use an existing form if you'd like. Okay, so you want to name this because we're gonna have to access this through the social sales system in a moment. So I'm going to do and label it. Okay, you can choose to add a context card if you'd like. It'll be a page that displays before the form. We typically don't use these. Our images are descriptive enough that people, when they click on them, just want to get to the free offer. So you can use this if you feel like your product needs a little more description to it. You can put this together and put an image and description and checkbox, but it is one more step before they get to the actual free juicy offer. So I'm going to click Not Now. Okay, so for us, I am going to select some different options. I'm not going to ask full name, but I am going to ask for first name. So we're going to have email and first. So what's going to happen here is our image is going to pop up, and it's going to say sign up by providing your info below. Okay, and it's going to have ask for your email and your first name. This is going to be auto-filled. We're going to click next. Okay, so now we need to link everything together to our privacy policy. And if you don't have one of these, there are a couple of resources for good privacy policies, but freeprivacypolicy.com is one. And what we're going to do is just paste in the link to the privacy policy so that they have this information. All right, and we're going to hit next. Okay, now we want to send them to the website where they can get some more information. Now that they've downloaded it, we can send them to our website. And this is the site we're going to send them to. Paste it in. Okay, so now we preview the form. Hit create form. Okay, and we've added it into the system and it's ready to go. So now what we're going to do is scroll on down and hit place order. Now we're going to place this order with Facebook, and we're going to need to head over to the social sales system to set it all up. Now what you want to make sure of here is that you don't create this and then just walk away, because you haven't set up the delivery of that free juicy offer yet. I head back over to the social sales system. We can hit the little logo in the upper left hand corner and get to this screen here. So my Facebook lead ad syncs. So Facebook was nice enough to give us this really awesome tool that allows people to download free reports, giveaways, things like that quickly and easily. They will auto-populate the information into that form, but what they didn't give us was the ability to actually deliver what we've promised. So what we have here is this Facebook lead ad sync. We're going to click Add New. We're going to name it. Okay, now we're going to go through and choose the account and the Facebook ad and all that stuff. So Okay, and we choose the form that we're looking for here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is perform an action. Okay, and this action is really important, and we'll get to Infusionsoft in a second, but we've taken all of that content, all of that data, and we've put it into Infusionsoft that allows us to deliver the follow-up, deliver the upsell, deliver the referral sequence, and we have that all in one place. So we're going to choose Infusionsoft. We're going to choose the Infusionsoft application. And then what we're going to do is actually we're going to, for Infusionsoft, it's apply a tag to a contact. Now, if you're using Aweber or Constant Contact, the options here would be add them to a list or remove them from a list. So we would want to add them to a marketing list. So now we're going to go and configure the action. We do want to check for duplicates. And again, this is Infusionsoft specific, but we're going to be looking for email to check for duplicates. And then we're going to map our fields. And we have first name, and we have email. Okay, and then we're going to either choose an existing or create a new tag. So for us, we have the tag already set up. So we're going to choose this, download free study guide, continue, save. All right, and finished. So now we go through and we can see our dashboard here. Now, Facebook has sent a few of these items over so that we can connect everything. So you see that number 2 here. You may want to hit the refresh button and just get rid of those so that we're back to 0. Okay, so now we want to create a custom audience. Okay, now this is really important as well because the next step in this process is to get them to purchase. So in addition to just sending emails out, we can use custom audiences to display an ad that is specific to the downloaded item. So what we're going to do is right now we're going to create that Facebook custom audience. Okay. We're going to choose the Facebook account, and then the ad account, they give us this wacky number, but most likely there's only one of them in that drop down. Okay, so custom audience, we can either choose an existing or create a new one. So we're going to create a new one because this is a whole new ad campaign that we're running here. Okay, now what we want to do is grab Infusionsoft, choose our app, and then we want to select the tag that we're going to use to basically sync all this together. Now, if you were using this with Aweber or Constant Contact, you would select the actual marketing list that they're in, and you would basically say if contacts are in this marketing list, then you want to sync them to this audience. Okay, so we've now selected the download free study guide and click finish. Okay, so we've now successfully created a Facebook lead ad and we've created the custom audience sync. Okay, so now we're going to need to create an ad to hook up to the Facebook custom audience sync that we created through the social sales system. So this time we're not going to collect leads for our business. We're going to use either send people to your website or increase conversions on your website. We typically use this. What we're going to do is type in the campaign name, select the ground school conversion from Alan, that's our client, and he's put the conversion tracking pixel on his site. Okay, now instead of using all of the audience settings down here, setting age and gender and all that, what we're going to do is go to our custom audience, and we're going to select the one that we created here. So now we have the free study guide download, and what we're going to do is scroll on down, skip over all these sections, set our budget. And again, you can set this to whatever you like. We typically start at $50 a day, and then we go from there. So optimized for ad delivery, in the conversions here is what we want. So we want to choose conversions. Now for us, because we know what our thank you page is, you can go and visit our thank you page. It's /welcome is where we send everyone after the order has been completed. So we're going to use that as the conversion URL through our Facebook tracking pixel. Now, the Facebook tracking pixel is a very useful tool. It allows you to put one little snippet of JavaScript in your website, and you can go through that and they have plenty of tutorials on how to use the Facebook tracking pixels. So, and hit continue. Okay, so now we're going to again choose how we want to display this. We're going to select an image. We're going to browse. I'm going to upload a new image. This is the one that we found to be converting the most right now. So we're uploading it. Okay. And we're scrolling on down. So now we're going to refer back to our workbook, and we're going to copy and paste the ad that we created. And we did this for 2 different ads, right? We have the new lead ad, and now we have the convert to purchase ad. Okay, so we're just going to copy and paste that data over. Scroll down, we're going to get our news lead, our newsfeed link description. All right, we review our ad, make sure it looks the way that we want it to. Looks good. And we're going to place the order. So now what we've done is we've created the initial step, which is the lead that's being generated into the system. At that point, Social Sales System takes that data and puts it, for in our case here, into Infusionsoft, and we deliver the free gift, the free study guide, and then we start an email follow-up sequence. In addition to that, the Social Sales System goes in and sees that this contact has downloaded this free study guide and is created a custom audience for that person and for all the people that download that free gift, and is now going to market this ad to them. So it's a 2-part process. You don't have to use the email component. You could do this all through Facebook and just have different ads and move people through segments that way. But we do use email in conjunction with the Facebook ads pretty regularly to see a higher conversion rate. Okay, so now we're going to head over to Infusionsoft. Now, the reason we chose Infusionsoft is that graphically, it's probably the easiest thing to walk through and show you how this process will work. So now what's going to happen is when this lead ad is filled out, we are going to start over on the left-hand side here. And these round items here are goals. And again, we don't need to get into details on this, but these are goals inside of Infusionsoft, and inside of these rectangles here are emails. And so when they download the free study guide, they're going to go into this little box here with all of these emails, and they are going to be sent, deliver the study guide. We're going to do some follow-up, and all of the emails that we've created are going to be sent to them. Then when they purchase the course, we're going to send them the convert to upsell emails. Okay, then when they purchase, when they do their upsell, then we're going to put them into the referral sequence. Now this line here down the middle represents passing them through, like if they don't upsell, we're still going to ask them for referral, but just after the sequence ends. So that's how this process works. Now, if we go in and look at the individual emails, you'll see that we've delivered the study guide, and then we have all of these emails. And these are all templates that we pulled from the Social Sales System inside the video library and resources section. So make sure you download these, make sure you have that all set up. And then finally, the last part of this is just to test it and see how it works. Now that you have all your data installed, you have all your lead ad syncs set up. And the easiest way to do that is to go back to Facebook, and in the upper right hand corner, you see this little section that says See Post. Okay, and if you go and you copy this link, and you open it in a new tab, then you'll see an example of this study guide and how it works. So what we're going to do now is click it, and it'll auto-populate our information. And when we do this now, what we can do is just click the Submit button. Okay, and the information's sent. Now we'll hop back over and see how it's all synced together, but now I can click this View Website button and actually go right to the website, which is pretty cool. So let's go back over and watch the sync happen in real time. Oh, all right, so we're back into Infusionsoft, and actually we see 2 people, and this lead magnet was so effective that in the time that it took us to go through and set it all up, we actually had someone download it. So here's a here's a contact that actually went through and downloaded the free report in addition to the one that I signed up for. Here I am, Jake at socialsalessystems.io. So you can see inside of this contact record in Infusionsoft that it actually worked. They downloaded it, and that we're now delivering the email. So you can see here that the email is being delivered. Now again, this is Infusionsoft specific. It works the same way in Aweber, Constant Contact, all of those guys. But at least we know that the offer actually works and that people want to download it, because we had one within 15 seconds. So hopefully that makes sense. And as the emails go out, we'll start converting them into sale, and then we'll upsell them, and then we will have referrals and more sales.